These conditions, as they would be found in the earth when these scriptures were now called the Book of Mormon, were to be brought forth, were foreseen by the prophets. As I read some of these predictions, I would have you think of conditions with which we are surrounded today. Said he, "And I know that ye do walk in the pride of your hearts, and there are none save a few only who do not lift themselves up in the pride of their hearts, unto envying and strifes and malice and persecutions and all manner of iniquities, because of the pride of your hearts. Behold, ye do love money and your substance and your fine apparel and the adorning of your churches more than you love the poor and the needy, the sick and the afflicted." Unquote. The Apostle Paul also spoke of a time of peril when men should be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those things that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. There are many who profess to be religious and speak of themselves as Christians, according to one such, as accepting the Scriptures only as sources of inspiration and moral truth, and then ask in their smugness, "Do the revelations of God give us a handrail to the kingdom of God, as the Lord's messenger told Lehi, or merely a compass?" Unfortunately, some among us who claim to be church members, but are somewhat like the scoffers in Lehi's vision, standing aloof and seemingly inclined to hold in derision the faithful who choose to accept church authorities as God's special witnesses of the gospel and his agents in directing the affairs of the church. There are those in the church who speak of themselves as liberals, who, as one of our former presidents has said, read by the lamp of their own conceit. One time, I asked one of our church education leaders how he would define a liberal in the church. He answered in one sentence: "A liberal in the church is merely one who does not have a testimony." Dr. John A. Widtsoe, former member of the Quorum of the 12 and an eminent educator, made a statement relative to this word liberal as it applied to those in the church. This is what he said, and I quote, "The self-called liberal in the church is one who has broken with the fundamental principles or guiding philosophy to which he belongs. He claims membership in an organization but does not believe in its basic concepts and sets out to reform it by changing its foundations. It is folly to speak of a liberal religion if that religion claims to and rests upon unchanging truth." And then Dr. Widtsoe concludes his statement with this: "It is well to beware of people who go about proclaiming that they are, or their churches are, liberal. The probabilities are that the structure of their faith is built on sand and will not withstand the storms of truth." The end of his quotation. Here again, to use the figure of speech in Lehi's vision, are those who are blinded by the mists of darkness and as yet have not the firm grasp on the iron rod.